Hi there, I'm Dr. Petra Illig with Alaska Rhodiola. When I think back to the last 15 years, ever since I first heard about Rhodiola rosea, I'm amazed at the progress we've made working with Alaskan farmers to bring the finest cultivated Rhodiola rosea on the planet to our customers. Why Alaska Rhodiola? Why not other commercial sources of Rhodiola rosea? There are many reasons. First of all, most of the world supply of Rhodiola rosea for botanical companies all around the world has come from wild harvest, primarily from the mountains of Siberia and Central Asia. In these areas, the plants are often decades old when they're harvested because they take such a long time to grow in these harsh conditions of their natural habitats. When we cultivate rhodiola in similar environments, such as where we live in Alaska, we can get these plants to harvest maturity within 5 years, offering Alaskan farmers a highly economic agricultural crop that actually takes advantage of our harsh environment. By cultivating it in Alaskan farms for the botanical and herbal medicine industry, we are preserving the species in the wild. As a matter of fact, it is considered an endangered species by the international treaties known as CITES, which stands for Convention of International Trade of Endangered Species. This prohibits the international trade and therefore sale of wild harvested Rhodiola rosea for the commercial botanical industry. By cultivating it in Alaskan farms, we are offering you, the customer, a source of ethically sourced and sustainably sourced Rhodiola rosea for your supplements and your health. Rhodiola rosea has been known worldwide for its potent adaptogenic effects. Yes, it is also a stimulant, and that's why it helps with improving mental focus and physical stamina, which was its originally intended use in traditional medicine. But during the era of the Soviet Union, they also discovered its health benefits as an adaptogen. Adaptogens are chemicals that don't have specific effects like you would take a medicine for that creates an artificial pathway producing a specific effect such as lowering your blood pressure. But adaptogens have a more general, supportive, non-specific effects on the body, on many body processes that are struggling or out of balance due to stress or illness. So it literally helps the body adapt to stress. Therefore, different people can have different effects from it. Some people might find it lifting their mood or giving them more energy to go out into the world and be active. Other people may find that it helps promote mental focus if they're studying really hard or working on complex intellectual activities. Other people find it giving them an increased endurance and stamina during physical activities such as sports activities. It's also used to improve and enhance hormonal functions. It can increase the effectiveness of thyroid hormone, of male testosterone hormones, and also female hormones, making people with low states of those hormones feel much better. People ask also about combining it with various medications for a variety of medical conditions. And first and foremost, I would say, please discuss with your physician. You should never embark on adding other powerful herbal medications into your medication regimen without consulting your healthcare provider. There may be some reasons not to take rhodiola, but in general, Rhodiola rosea is very safe and in general has very few interactions with medications. Dosages are also individual. Some people do very well on a low dose. Some people will take a low to medium dose chronically for a long period of time because they feel better on it. Some people may only take it intermittently as needed for whatever is going on in their lives. Other people may take intermittent high doses, such as athletes preparing for, a challenging physical activity. So it is an individual thing, and it may take some time for you to know how it works best for you. But rest assured, it is not toxic. The most common side effects is that people who are particularly sensitive to stimulants might feel a little anxiety when they first start taking it. That's why I always recommend starting out with a very low dose so you don't incidentally get the jitters. Even if you do feel some anxiety, you just need to stop taking it, and that feeling will wear off within a couple hours. Other side effects might be generalized headache or stomach ache. But I can tell you, in the thousands of bottles of tinctures we've sold over the last few years, there's only been a handful of people who have told me that they can't take it. It doesn't go well for them. There are a few people who probably should not take rhodiola. First and foremost, individuals with bipolar disorder, especially bipolar 2, because it can stimulate and enhance a manic phase, or maybe even initiate a manic phase because of its stimulating properties. And also some of the medications that people who are on antipsychotic medications should avoid, such as MAO inhibitors. Another group of people we recommend avoiding it are children, pregnant people, and breastfeeding on nursing moms, simply because it's not been tested for safety in those populations. Having said that, I suspect that indigenous northern peoples in days gone by probably used rhodiola during pregnancy, may have given it to their children as well, but it's not been tested in safety analysis in modern times, so we just simply cannot recommend that. Certainly, it's safe and non-toxic, and for people who find themselves in stressful situations, having trouble concentrating, feeling like their hormones are out of whack, struggling a little bit with weight and energy, rhodiola may be just the herbal medicine for you. And when you choose an herbal medicine, you should always think in terms of where that botanical product is coming from. If you're just thinking about price, then you get what you pay for. You may get something that comes from unethical, unsustainable sources. You may be getting old material that's lost potency. You may not even be getting the desired ingredient, because in this country, we don't verify that what is on the bottle and on the store shelf and on the label is actually what is in the bottle. So be prepared to give some thought as to the source. Certainly, if you're familiar with a certain company brand and trust that brand, that's also very important. As far as rhodiola goes, I can tell you that ours is the freshest and most pure rhodiola that you're ever going to be able to buy. We harvest once a year, and we work directly with the farmers to quickly process those roots and get them manufactured into tincture bottles to lock in that freshness. And so when you buy that bottle, you can be assured that it's pure, it's fresh, it's Alaskan grown, and it's probably the best rhodiola tincture that you've ever used in your life.